Hello everyone. The purpose of this video is to help you understand this assignment where we analyze a topographic map and then you have to graph the change of the slope on that graph. So the first thing to note is the reason that I've starred this line on the topographic map is because that's the line you will be pretending to walk across as you draw your slope. So if we wanted to add that, draw a different color so it's easy to tell. So when we cross this mountain, we are walking across that line. The top half is just the topographic map, but we still have a left to right scale. So if you look at this scale, it is 200 units. That could be feet or meters or kilometers. Whatever the unit is, it's 200 of those units wide. When we draw the slope of that mountain down below, that mountain still needs to be 200 units wide. So what we can't do is just say, well, I know the overall shape. I'm just going to kind of trace it down here and come up with an approximation. That's about the right shape, but the elevations are not correct. Because if I look at the 90 unit mark, so when it's 90 units in, I should be at 1,000 feet or more of elevation. And at my 90 unit mark down here, I'm only at 700 feet of elevation. So that's what these lines over here represent, is our elevation that's labeled on these lines. So I'm not looking for an approximate shape. I'm looking for an exact drawing of what this slope would look like. So here's how you can do that. You just start by imagining that you are walking this line. So as I'm coming across, the first line on the topographic map that I run into has an elevation of 600 feet. So I need to put a dot down on my slope in the same position, left to right, which would be maybe right where this line is maybe 3 or 4 units to the right from the left. So it's like 3 units from the left, and the elevation is 600 feet. So then I would come down to my slope of the mountain. I would find my elevation of 600 feet, and I would plot that in the same location, about 3 units to the left. It might be easier if I just use a larger dot. So there's my plot at 600 feet. Come back up to my topographic map. I'm going to keep moving from left to right on this starred line. And every time I hit a line on the topographic map, I'm going to plot that point. So the next line I hit has an elevation of 700 feet, and it's about maybe 18 units from the left. If I'm looking on this chart, that line of that topographic line is about 18 units in. So I'll come down here, find my elevation of 700 feet, plotted at about 18 units in. I'll do one more line for you, and then you can finish the rest. So again, walking this line, keep going till we hit a topographic line, which is now 800 feet of elevation. And if I'm looking at my units, that's between 30 and 40 units across. So that's at like 35. So I'll go down, find 35 on this map, and plot that point at 800 feet of elevation. So you're starting to see how you can plot these data points, and when they're all done, you're going to connect the dots to start drawing the actual slope. So when you're done, the mountain will have taken up the entire space left to right of this slope down here because it's an exact translation. A couple of things to look out for. I know the line 900 is only labeled once, but we crossed that point twice. So when we're walking across this line, we hit 900 here and we hit 900 there. So you need to have 900 plotted down here twice as well. Same for 1,000. Even though it's a single circle, we don't hit 1,000 only once. We hit 1,000 here. We probably climb slightly above it in the middle, and then we hit 1,000 feet of elevation again on our way back down. So there should be multiple points on this map that have an elevation of 1,000 feet. So hopefully that will help you get this whole assignment completed. look carefully at the very last line on the right. It might not follow the pattern that you assume. Hopefully this video will help you complete that assignment. But as always, if you have any questions, make sure you